Hello, everybody. Hello. This is 41 Solstice 25, Winter Solstice 8. And as you can see, I've been pretty busy. I've added to this, I finally have something kind of going here. It kind of looks like a Canadian flag leaf, but whatever. That's not a problem. I kind of darkened some of this up because it was just kind of annoying on the eyes with how bright it was. Specifically with this. So I kind of added more obsidian. I've added this here. I got this started. It's a chair. It's a throne. It works. I wanted to use the horse method, but some technical difficulties. Besides, this is just as good, isn't it? It's all endy. Yes. So yeah, I've been getting some stuff done. Man, but this part was one of the parts that actually shockingly didn't take as long as I figured it would have. I've added some supports underneath it. I've added some supports down there. I've added supports here. There's this going on, which is pretty cool looking. I really like it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put anything on top of this though. Shouldn't really matter much, but it's something that I might do, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to. So I've also been trying to plan out a little more for the roofing. Like as you can see, I kind of started up some of this with the obsidian. I've started up some of this with the like raw andesite. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking of places as I'm getting to this. I almost finally have all these ender pearls situated. There's just this last one. It's a pain in the butt to do, let me tell you that much. That is why I have not finished that yet. Let's see, I've also kind of tried to light up some of the inside of this better along the wall. Like any spot I think is probably like a little more crucial or should be a little better met. I just sort of tried to take care of it a little better. Like anything I'd be concerned about in the end, that's basically what I kind of like base some of this lighting off of, as well as block placement. And of course, whenever I do MC editing, or in some cases just a bit of just block placement straight up, I get this random odd issue involving sea lanterns where they just sort of don't light up. Which is weird because they're supposed to work as a lighting. I'm not sure if this is just a single player overworld thing, if this is lag, or if this is like an after effect of using MC Edit. But whichever the case, I'm going to try to stick with this, and yeah. Just straight up updating the lighting usually fixes it. I think part of what might be the cause is a lot of the empty space. Like, I still have empty space underneath this because I didn't really see the need to fill it in. So I figured it's just a combination of things, but whatever. Which reminds me, I'm still getting that. So I might add something else along the outside just to get rid of that random dark spot. Both of those. It might even exist on the other side for all I know. Let's actually find out. Chunks loading. I'll use you up. Let's see. Shockingly, no. Yeah, you better load, pal. Exactly what all I could do to resolve this, I'm not entirely sure. I assume doing some kind of by hand additions to this will most likely resolve this. Exactly what? I'm not entirely sure what I could add. I could add like a design to the size or something, like sort of like spikes or something. Or I could add lights or pattern, but it'd probably be a better idea to do it by hand. Or maybe a collar? Like it would be like Ianite's pet dragons and collars or something. That could probably be a thing. And maybe they'll all like be colored up in like a chain or something. That might be cool. Oh, something else I have done off camera. I've added a face here. In relativity of the arms, the face is kind of small. But I wasn't exactly trying to make a large one. At the time it probably seemed large, but it's definitely not crazy massive. But certainly, if you look at it from elsewhere, you'll be like, whoa. You'll be like, what is that even supposed to be? It's just structural detail. Probably made from Endermen or something. Made from live Endermen. But yeah, that's basically a lot of what I did off camera. And, I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I really did touch a lot of things. Like, I added to these, like, let's get a closer up view. Like, I added this andesite border around the stuff. I've added this sort of like a small obsidian buildup along the bottom of like these more pillar-like sections. There. Fly, you fool. I forget if this was on camera, but there's this purple wool, not purple, magenta wool here. Yeah, that removes a lot of the simplicity of the tone of like between grays and greenish blue colors. It's like it's sort of some form of aqua related color. I've been debating if I should continue this border through, but I haven't fully decided yet. But either way, one way or another, it can wait because there is a lot else I could be doing, and for the most part I just need to make this a little less bare, a little less plain. I need to put more structures about, and I need to situate away over there, and then I need to maybe dress up this pathway stuff more, and then I need to get going with the roof. And that is basically majority of the plan toward finishing this build. I'm not sure who else is excited to hear that, but I am very, very excited to hear myself say that. And I know it's true. It's a wonderful feeling to know there's an actual site in sight of like the actual possible end of like a huge project. It is a wondrous feeling, and it really tells me that I've gotten a lot done. It is very, very wonderful. Very, very wonderful. Whew. Just wondering where I should even start with next. Just the thought of that is amazing. Like, all these additions are actually starting to fill up the place. It is looking great. It is looking like an actual, like, majestic place of Ianite worship, of, like, dedication, and maybe of, like, the justice and peace belief system, of balance, and it's really coming to be. Oh, right, and something else I forgot that I kind of added is I added this on the inside to kind of lighten up these wings a bit better. The top of this doesn't need to be lit up, I don't think. If it does, it has to be pretty light. Or something. Is there anything I can do about this? I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about this. Maybe a light hanging down a bit more, or something coming across. But that would probably ruin the view. So we might actually just end up leaving it like this, which isn't too much trouble for me. I mean, if anything, a few mobs will spawn here, compared to all these other locations, well, that'll have a lot less light. When I say a lot less light, I mean a lot less light, because we are going to put roofing over this, so there's going to be a lot less light. Let's be honest about that. There is going to be a lot less light. So some of these various locations that I expect people to be able to either see or get to, I need to plan out light sources. Like, for some of this, I have already planned out. Like, this. This already has a light. This, I'm not sure if it needs a light. Yes, this needs light. Of course, it'll be figured out, but that will come in due time. Due time. Yeesh. Okay, since I magically missed him before, let me double check and make sure I didn't miss anything again. Well, I did actually kind of add more lighting, and these ones haven't been derpy so far. So yeah, I think it is an actual thing to do with space you have. Oh wait, I realized something. I added this down here. Really sprucens it up, if I do say so myself. And we finally have that enclosed, which is very wonderful. And I'm going to pause this recording until I start working on something else for this project. So be back shortly. Alrighty. So I just wanted to quickly talk about this. So this is where the throne is. And it might seem a little small to some of you. But here's kinda why I made it as is. Like, as you can see, you get some of this kind of like a certain view from it. Approaching the throne, like you will see Lady Ianite, the statue itself, just staring at you, like judging your every move just about. And this is like, this is basically like God watching you, sort of. So that's part of the mentality as to why I would set this up like so far. Like, given, I might add a few more things just to make it seem a little more supported from the bottom. From the bottom, at the very least, needs to be a little more situated. It's a little plain-ish. Like, I think this will do it some good, but it needs a little more. Just a little more at the very least. More weight, said Giles. Those who don't get the reference, it has to do with the Salem witch trials. There's some kind of book. I think it's like the Crucible or something. More weight! And let me tell you, I had lots of fun during those times. When I had to go over those in school. Of all the stuff I could have learned in history, about history, that was actually one of the more fun reference-y kind of stuff. Just that guy Giles. How, for his last breath, he was like, more weight. Like, that sounds a little sadistic, I know. But here's why. For gym class, we had a bit of like a weight training bit, and when we were doing like our sort of like weight exams bit, where we were like tested on how much weight we could handle, and like still keep like the proper position, posture, whatever. Just like do the proper stances and such. Like the teacher would be like, more weight. It was like one of the worst things to hear, but looking back at it, it's pretty great. So yeah, that's kind of like a fun reference to me. Like, once you, like, sort of understand it a little better, it just goes so well. And you just sort of appreciate it more. I need to stop parkouring at stuff. Anyways, so some of my thoughts for doing this is making it kind of fancy, a little more intricate, but in its own right, a little more simplistic in some ways. And it's not too, like, mass space consuming and draws away too much attention for what it mostly is. Now, something else I've been kind of considering is making supports go up. Just like when I get some of the roofing going, make supports just like going upwards. So it's like hanging from the roof. Hanging from the ceiling, really. I think that'd be pretty cool. So that's kind of my plan for that at the moment. Something about... Now, to clarify, this part actually isn't world edited. This is actually still part of that one combination of factors that magically makes ominous shadows. Like, let me tell you, if there is so much as, like, just some coverage over a long drop or something, it will do that with this kind of stuff for some reason. I have no idea why, and it's annoying when you want, like, the cleanest screenshot ever. I'm not sure if there's like a setting that I can situate to fix that in like my video settings or what, but why'd I just go into music? I'm not sure if mipmap affects it at all. What Frank? Oh, right, now I remember. Mipmap is like a blend thing. Like when I installed MIP, not installed mipmap. When I installed Minecraft onto this computer specifically, I remember my mipmap was at 4, and I was like, "What? Why is it so high?" And I was like so confused because some of the stuff just seemed like better quality or something. I was like, "Oh my god, what is going on?" I was so confused. It was kind of funny. But just sort of draw that over. And that will improve the amount of. It looks a little more stable and sturdy. Like it should be holding together a little better or something. But it's definitely gonna need a little more. I'll get back right with you guys in a sec after I situate a couple more stuff about. That is a sight for sore eyes, let me tell you. So I actually did this, I did this much last night, and oh my, is this beautiful. Ah, this is very, yeah. I'm at some loss for words on this. Because it's just so much progress. It's so much to look at, and it's just wonderful for me. I might be getting some frame rate lag. I'm not entirely sure why. Make that a little more apparent for myself. Maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it was from being up there. Like, I know elevation will sometimes do a few things with your frame rate and a bit on the lag side, so yeah. But yeah, I did a lot of crazier stuff. I have not fully decided what I'm going to do with this, but I have been considering perhaps water. Or maybe this would be going toward like a library or something. I think that would also be pretty cool. So yeah, there's some things that still need a little sorting, but oh my, it's just looking so wonderful. Okay, I should really enter back into regular mode. But yeah, this is fantastic. Like, I tweeted about this. I am very stoked with how this has been turning out. Like, I don't normally use the word stoked. It's so well. One thing I haven't quite done yet is get more of that perspective from down here as to how it'll look. Just to make it a little more interesting. I think I want to sort of get more of a feel for this. Okay, so I'm entering this crazy looking bridge, and I'm just staring this right in the face. So much detail, lots of colors and such. Crazy. try not to walk into this. Stopped for like a second. It's an Ianite temple. This is a little plain, but it can be tolerated. There's all these invisible barriers or whatever here. I really should be like probably snooping around that area, I guess. Okay. Hello, Lady Ianite, and your fancy looking bow. It's very beautiful. I bet you've killed all kinds of things with that. This is interesting. What? I guess it's like an archway. We got a scale here. That's a pretty cool looking scale. Not bad. And whoa. Interesting. But the detail is amazing. So what's this over here? Kind of like a watery scale. Just I wonder if this is supposed to be something. Like, kind of reminds me of a flower. Why is there an item fountain of peace? Okay then. So I guess flower is supposed to represent peace then? Okay. I guess that makes sense. It's a nice little fountain. But the scale... Well, scales, I'd never personally seen a scale made of water before. I wonder what's these... or what's this way and that way? I wonder if they both go the same way or whatever. Let's get there faster. Faster, Solstice, faster. Ooh, hello. What do we have here? That's interesting. Okay, go. There's barriers here as well. Interesting. Water. Neat. Let's see where these stairs go. I appear to be staring at something in the ass. Whatever. Can I fall off these? Okay, so there's barriers here, but they don't exactly stop you from falling off. Okay. Oh. Swords. Like really cool looking pixel arted swords. That's neat. So archways. Anything crazy to look at from here? Not quite, no. Although that is pretty cool, as well as that and that. Guess there's that stuff on the other side too, then. Wait a minute, what? Trees. Oh, with like stone-based materials? That's a little different. That's alright. As I recall from the front, there's like this big gaping hole right here, and I guess there's stuff this way too. I wonder where that's gonna go to. But yeah, this is a nice feel to it. Pretty natural. With like stuff like also kind of like taking up some walkway space. Also provides like some small amounts of cover if you ever need it or something. Certainly a lot of steps though. Could that be a little excessive? Maybe for whatever it's for. Oh, what is this? Oh ho! Jackpot, I found a chair. Um, hi. You see nothing. Actually, on second thought, I want to take a quick, better look at some of this stuff. Huh. Oh, that looks cool. What are you looking at? Oh, that looks cool back there. Huh. Is there a way over there? I mean, I see buildings and such. I wonder if that has something to do with it. Let's find out. Oh, now this I missed. What is that in the front? Now, assuming if you're in creative mode, you would actually be able to go find that out. It would actually be the scale there, and it would also basically align with the spawn of this world. So yeah, that is basically that's basically what I've been trying to like set when it comes to building this. Is I've been trying to set some of these perspectives and such, like some of these neat points of views. Like some of these stairs, these pathways, they'll be kind of. However, would it be long and not cool, or long and just long? The way I see it, it can be long and pretty cool yet. Like, that's kind of what I was aiming for. It'll be pretty long, but it'll play quite the important role in the way this all looks, which is very important to this being made and designed. Otherwise, it's gonna be like absolutely not worth it. People will like walk in here for the first time and you're like, this is interesting. Got an eye on the floor, and I guess this is like a dragon of sorts. They're gonna like see these, not really know what they're about necessarily, unless they are me and basically built enough of this place to know exactly what those are there for. And something I was thinking is, when it comes to these, they would both have a way to go down here and visit some of these places. Like, I do want these areas visitable. Then while people are like down and about in this place, they'll also see this eventually. So yeah, that has been basically my thoughts on this. So, before I make this about as long as a couple of my previous videos, I think I better end it off here. This is a lot of progress. Thank you so much for watching. I am 41 Solstice 41 Solstice 25, Winter Solstice 8. And have a good day. Bye bye.